The day apex predators picked a human babysitter and shocked the galaxy. The Galactic Union had many laws, but none were stranger than those concerning apex predators. Every intelligent species carried nightmares of their own past, beasts that had stalked them through history before civilization rose. Most were hunted to extinction, a few captured for study, and some, too dangerous to kill outright, were locked away in heavily guarded reserves. For centuries, the Union had relied on the most advanced wardens to contain them. Artificial intelligences, armored battalions, automated defense grids. Nothing less could be trusted to keep such creatures under control. So when the Council announced that the newly integrated species from Earth would be given a trial contract to babysit one of the most feared apex predators in the galaxy, the chamber erupted in laughter. A deathworld mammal, hissed the ambassador from Trelvor. They barely qualify as sapients. You would give them this duty? They have no claws, no scales, no carapace, sneered the Korathai delegate. Their bones snap like twigs. What madness is this? The council simply replied, because they asked for the job. Evelyn Drake hadn't asked to become the most controversial figure in the galaxy. She was just a zoologist, one who had grown up working with big cats and wolves on Earth. When she heard that the Union kept predators in permanent captivity, she had asked a question no alien had ever dared. Why don't you just hire a babysitter? The aliens had stared, confused. Evelyn had shrugged. That's what we do on Earth. You don't cage a tiger, you manage it. You don't kill wolves, you track and redirect them. Apex predators aren't problems to erase, they're problems to understand. Somehow, that had led to this moment, a single human, standing at the gates of a containment facility while news drones swarmed overhead. Inside the reserve waited the most feared beast in 3-star sectors, the Valeran razortusk. Twice the size of an elephant, plated in natural armor, tusks sharp enough to shear through alloy. It had killed more soldiers than any 2 wars combined. And now, apparently, it was her new client. The gates hissed open. The razortusk emerged with a roar, shaking the ground. Its tusks gleamed, its claws gouged furrows into the earth. The gathered guards tightened their weapons, prepared for carnage. Evelyn didn't flinch. She simply reached into her satchel and pulled out an apple. Hey, big guy, she said softly, tossing it just short of the beast's snout. The razortusk paused. Its nostrils flared. It lowered its massive head and sniffed. With surprising delicacy, it nudged the apple into its mouth. Aliens gasped. Evelyn smiled faintly. That's right. Food first, fear later. Over the next hours, the galaxy watched in shock as the human approached the creature again and again, each time offering food, calm words, and steady posture. The razortusk, long known for charging anything within sight, did not attack. It sniffed. It huffed. And eventually, impossibly, it allowed the human to touch its armored hide. She will die, muttered the Korathai ambassador, wringing his claws. Any moment now. Instead, Evelyn leaned against the creature's side, scratching behind one ear. The razortusk rumbled, a sound no one had ever recorded before, a low, contented growl. The galaxy's most feared predator had accepted its babysitter. The story spread like wildfire. Every news channel carried it. Every academy debated it. How could a fragile human succeed where armies had failed? The truth was simple to Evelyn. Humans had spent millions of years living alongside predators. They had been prey, once, and only survived by learning how predators thought. They had domesticated wolves, ridden horses, fed lions in cages, swum with sharks. Fear wasn't their only response. Curiosity, patience, and respect ran deeper. Where aliens saw monsters, humans saw animals. And animals could be understood. The council demanded proof it wasn't a fluke. So Evelyn stayed. She built routines, feeding schedules, enrichment games, training exercises. The razor tusk learned to respond to hand signals. It stopped ramming the containment walls. It followed her voice, her whistle, even her laugh. When reporters visited, they were stunned to see the beast lying peacefully while Evelyn sat cross-legged beside it, scribbling notes. "Don't let the tusks fool you," she told them cheerfully. "It just wants to know it's not alone." The aliens whispered, was this sorcery, genetic trickery, or just human? One day, an alarm blared. A rival predator, an escapee from another sector, breached the reserve. Smaller, faster, covered in spines. The guards panicked. The council screamed. 2 apex predators in one arena spelled certain slaughter. But Evelyn didn't hesitate. She sprinted into the enclosure, shouting, "Tusky, with me!" The razor tusk bellowed, turning to face the intruder. Instead of charging blindly, it held position, watching her gestures. When the spined beast lunged, Evelyn snapped her whistle. The razor tusk met the attack head-on, tusks flashing. The ground shook with impact. Within minutes, the spined predator was driven off, retreating into the hills. The guards stared. It protected her. Evelyn rubbed the razor tusk's hide, grinning. "Good boy." The galaxy changed that day. For the first time, apex predators weren't seen as monsters to cage but as creatures to manage. Other humans were hired trainers, biologists, caretakers. Predator reserves became safer, calmer. The legends of deathworld monsters gave way to stories of partnership. And everywhere Evelyn went, aliens whispered in awe. "That's the one. The human babysitter. The bloodless tamer. The predator whisperer." Years later, she would laugh about it, sitting by the fire while Tusky, now old and silvered, slept beside her. "I just did what any human would have done," she told a group of wide-eyed alien students. "We don't fear predators the way you do. We grew up with them. We learned to live with them. That's all." But the galaxy knew it was more than that. It was the day one fragile species redefined what it meant to be strong, not through weapons or armies, but through compassion, patience, and the simple act of babysitting a monster. The day apex predators chose a human babysitter and shocked the galaxy forever.